Good day, everybody. How are you all doing? I know you're doing great. I'm doing great. Weather is nice here. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Those of you who do not know me, this is Dr. Nandi. I have a YouTube video channel where I have some math videos and quite a bit of travel videos. And the travel videos are fun to watch. So if you want to take a break while watching math videos, you can check out my YouTube videos. So without further ado, today I'm going to solve a problem on sampling distribution of sample means. Yeah, I know it is a very difficult topic I'm going to talk about, but if you pay attention and if you please do not quit at the middle of this talk, you will find it is interesting and you will know the steps you have to take to solve this problem. So I'll solve it step by step. So here I go. The means of 1500 ball bearings are normally distributed with a mean of 22.4 gram and a standard deviation of 0.083 gram. If 300 random samples of size 36 are drawn from this population, find the mean and the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of sample means if sampling is done with replacement. I know it sounds a little difficult, but let me explain what's going on. So you have 1500 ball bearings and their weights are normally distributed, means bell-shaped distribution. And from this population of 1500 ball bearings, you are drawing 300 samples of size 36 each. So here the sampling is done with replacement. What does it mean? It may sound weird to you, but with replacement, think about it. You are taking one ball out of that 1500 balls population, you measure its weight, and you put it back in the population. So that ball again becomes a part of the population which you had selected the first time around. Now again you will have 1500 ball bearings from you draw another sample. So you another sample. Remember sample size is one of course. So another sample you are drawing. You keep doing this every time. Replace the ball back and you continue to measure the weight till you have collected enough information like weight of 36 balls. So you have done it 36 times. Taken 36 samples of size 1 and or yes 36 balls of sample 36 balls, but each time you take the ball out you replace it back in the population. So every time the population size will remain constant at 1500. And you are taking a ball randomly every time and measuring its weights. So the question they're asking us is what is the mean of the sampling distribution of sample means? So what is the sampling distribution? So let's check this out. So let's do it here. Sampling distribution is the probability distribution, which will be bell-shaped also or normally distributed, is the probability distribution of sample means of sample means. It will be a bell-shaped, it will be normally distributed. Why? Because the sample is coming from a population which itself is normal. Okay, that's told in the problem. So how do we draw it? Let's reduce this a little bit, and let's move this up a little bit. Oops, sorry. So what I got to do is, yeah, okay. So I will draw the sampling distribution of the sample means, remember sample size is 36. So the sampling distribution will look like this. Let me, Okay. You have sample means on the horizontal axis, sample mean weight in this case, measured in gram. Okay, so you're taking sample of size 36 and we replace the ball taken out every time from the population. So the probability distribution of the sample means from central limit theorem will look like this. So it will be a bell-shaped distribution. Okay, so this is the sampling distribution or probability distribution of sample means. Probability distribution of sample mean. Okay. And you see it is bell-shaped. So let's point out the position on the horizontal axis. Remember, on the horizontal axis, you have sample means of different samples of size 36. For the point on the horizontal axis where the relative frequency is highest, this is the center of this curve. This is mu x bar. Okay. So if I move this a little bit up from central limit theorem, from central limit theorem, and n greater than 30 sample size, any sample size. Here the sample size is 30. Okay. For sample size, okay. From central limit theorem, the mean of the sampling distribution, mean mu x bar of sampling distribution, that is the point where the relative frequency or the vertical height is highest, mean of the sampling distribution, mu x bar is equal to mu. Okay. And it is given to us if I look the center, the mean weight of the population is 28.4 gram, 22.4 gram, and the standard deviation is 0.048. So mean is 22, mean of the population equal to 22.4 gram. And the sampling without replace sampling with replacement. This is sampling with replacement. The standard deviation of sampling distribution is given by with replacement. So erase this and correct it. Sampling with replacement. Sampling with replacement. With replacement. Sigma x bar. Okay. That is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution is equal to sigma divided by square root of n. Okay. So I hope you did not get bored and quit. Okay. I'm going to show you step by step how to find out the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. So it is sigma divided by square root of uh, so the mean of the is 22.40 grams, and the standard deviation of the sampling distribution sigma x bar is sigma divided by square root of n. So it will be equal to 0.048 divided by sample size is 36 or 6. So it is 0.048 by 6. If I move this a little bit up, so sigma x bar is equal to 0.048 divided by 6 is 0.008. So this is the sampling distribution of the sample means when we do sampling with replacement. Again, I explained to you what is replacement. That is every ball you withdraw from the population, you put after doing the measurement of its weight, you bring it back to the population. So this is the answer for the standard deviation of the sampling distribution, which is 0.008. Okay, and the mean of the sampling distribution is mean of the population, which is 20.4 grams. Okay, so I hope you stayed with me, and I'm sure you stayed with you. You really enjoyed my presentation. I did it step by step. I said the if the sample that came from a normal distribution, the population distribution is normal. The population size is 1500 huge, and we drew a sample of size 36. Okay, so in this case, the sample means the probability distribution or sampling distribution will be bell-shaped also, and the mean of the sample means will be equal to mean of the population. All this comes from the central limit theorem. And standard deviation of the sampling distribution, which is sigma x bar, is the population standard deviation divided by square root of the sample size. This is because we are replacing the sample ball drawn from the population every time. So this is sampling with replacement. In this case, the standard deviation of the sampling distribution, by the way, this is also called standard error, is 0.008, which is the population standard deviation divided by square root of the sample size. In my next video, I will show you how to calculate areas under the sampling distribution or probability under the sampling distribution using this information. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will share it with your friends. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for taking time to watch my video. See you tomorrow. Take care. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button and also click on the bell button. You'll be notified every time I upload a new video, which I do quite often. Thanks again. Bye bye. Take care. See you.